Yeah, hopefully. I guess, sort of all cricketers get to a point in their career where they have decisions to make. You get to different life positions, and the game does require a lot and demand a lot. So, understandably, Kane decided to, step away from T20 internationals, and we're now looking to the Test series at the end of the year, and that'll be our primary focus now.
I know it's an obvious question, but what is he, in the T20 format in particular, what is he meant to or brought to this side?
Well, I don't think you can underestimate the value, just in all aspects. Obviously, performance is one thing, but I think it's probably the lesser of all the things that he brings to the team. A magnificent team man. He's a real sounding board for the guys in the team. The guy's experienced a hell of a lot. He's delivered incredible performances under pressure in World Cup finals. So, there's a whole package there that obviously the team loses. But respectful of his decision, obviously, and we'll miss him in the sheds, but his value will never go unnoticed.
And where is he at mentally? I guess we haven't seen him a hell of a lot for the BLACKCAPS. Obviously injured for yesterday's game, but going forward, mentality-wise, where is he at? In your conversations with him.
I think the reality is just ongoing. Not looking too far ahead and trying to just take care of what's in front of us. And as I said, for now, that's the Test series. So, getting ready for that. Obviously, had a little bit of a niggle yesterday, which we didn't want to risk. At the risk of the Test matches, so just allowing him to recover and spend some good time prepping for the Test.
On England, how do you, I guess you've had a few hours since the win last night, how do you reflect on, I guess, the ODI series, but their tour here as a whole?
Yeah, I think sometimes we can sort of overlook what a 3-0 win actually is. It's only the second time it's been done for us, so I'm very happy with the way that the guys played. Super chuffed for little moments in time where guys weren't meant to be playing came in, delivered man of the match performances, coming into the squad late. Blair Tickner, 2 man of the match performances. Zach Folkes, just seeing guys step in last evening, just seeing how we finished off the game. It wasn't our most clinical performance by any stretch, but still just seeing what it means to take care of winning a game, and to sort of inexperienced guys being able to hold their nerve all the way towards the end. So we've had these moments in time, experienced players stepping up, guys who weren't even part of a starting 11 come in late and become man of the match performers. And for me, that's always a sign of our environment, which is the thing we take care of most. Yeah.
I know it sort of happens all the time in cricket now, but switching formats so much, T20s, ODIs, Tests, that sort of thing. Is it more difficult to sort of chop and change and I guess change your focus from both, or is it just part of the game now, do you think?
I think for the most part, players have got used to it. It's like the one game is evolving into the other, isn't it? Really. So it does take a bit of doing. I think T20 cricket is so quick, and it was a little bit disjointed for obvious reasons. So sometimes when you get into the format, 50-over format, you're sort of still playing at that tempo, and you lose out as the game's a lot longer. But I thought we were able to put pressure with the ball early, and then manage the conditions very well. So, but yeah, to your point, or your question rather, it's like I think internationally the guys have got used to it. Probably your more experienced players understand it a little bit better, and the younger guys obviously just taking on that experience and understanding it.
You named Zach and Blair before, but the bowlers as a whole, obviously Matt has been out, but has been unbelievable. Kyle coming back in later on. Can you just talk to the depth you have in particular in the bowling stocks? We saw how well they basically won 2 of the 3 games. In this ODI series, those bowlers, get in early wickets. How is the bowling depth, and in particular the quality at the top right now?
Well, it certainly has been tested, that's for sure. I think at one stage we were 6 or 7 of our seamers down, which is a great testament to the depth, to be honest. And more importantly, to the individuals that have stepped in. I think often we don't see the work that the guys not playing are doing, trying to get ready and wait for the opportunity. And in this instance, Zach has been one of those guys. Tix has been one of those guys, been in and been out for over 2 years and working away at his craft to hopefully get another opportunity, which he gets, and then he just sort of rises to it and does it with a smile on his face. So, we pride ourselves on our domestic competitions, to be fair, and the strength of them, and the way that players can come from there and into the international circuit. Whilst we understand it is obviously of a higher level, that they can come in, and the group pulls them in and allows them to just be themselves. So the depth is there. We're certainly not resting on it, because with international cricket, as we've seen, we're getting tested got a lot of players in and out, injuries sneaking in here and there. So yeah, it's certainly something we're paying attention to.
And I guess with the T20 World Cup coming up, elements of frustration with what happened at the Mount, or is that just something you just write off in terms of the weather?
I mean, what can you do? It's you know, we had sunny days on either side of our games, and in the morning of all of our games, so it's a little bit disappointing. But there's not much to do about that. And also, you know, there's enough cricket in between now and then to get ready. We've got highly experienced players in the group. It's not like they're short of T20 cricket or don't understand the game. So for us, it would be lovely against the West Indies to really get into a flow. You know, play the 5 games and sort of find a little bit of a rhythm. It felt really disjointed, to be fair, for obvious reasons, even on the days that we did play. So, and a lot of this game is about tempo, it's about rhythm, it's about sort of the cohesion and the connectedness to the way we want to play.